The lie detector determined that was a lie. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Hello. Hey everybody, what's going on? First question come through. Do you still have okay. Libra Queen wants to know who still have their edges? Who? Girl. You know I do. Girl, I take care of my hair. I don't know who you're talking about. Tell me who you're talking about, Libra Queen. Libra Queen, if you would like an answer, and when you guys run your questions, because we'll be talking about multiple topics, drop the name because or yeah, drop something to give us a clue of who you're talking about. But yeah, girl, please. If you're talking about me, absolutely. I don't sweat the small stuff and I don't really address the help, but I think the help has been losing her shit once again. I mean, you know how you on your iPhone it reminds you, it literally was this time last year when Ashley was live yesterday and she mentioned, it was literally this time last year. Like, it's like, damn. Some people don't realize how much of robots they actually really are. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do what I've been continuing to do, which is be a receipt, mind my fucking business, and let people look really, really stupid trying to inject me into their nonsense and not have one damn receipt to show for it. So I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can say whatever you want. There's no receipts. There's no receipts, and you look stupid. You just look to be the stupid ass, lying ass, helper ass that you are. Let's see. Oh, okay. So guys, that was a question for everyone. Libra Queen wants to know, does everyone still, I meant all of us, that tea was hot. Okay, so let's try to run it down. I did not make a list, but I know you guys will. If you guys want to drop in the questions, right? If you guys want to drop the laundry list of tea that Chanel dropped yesterday, so we can try to use that as kind of a running to-do list of items to touch on. Okay. One thing that popped out to me in the comment section today. So this is a little bit of addressing the comments. And also, like I said, there's a maniac running around the YouTube streets who has a criminal record, who is up on additional charges and wants to seem like she wants to catch some more, addressing a upstanding, no criminal background, mother and wife who lives in a respectable neighborhood and minds her own damn business and does reaction videos on YouTube. And it appears that this person, since wants to sit and try to harass me, which that's not going to work. So at the end of the day, yeah, I don't, you know what I mean? I really don't typically address the help. And and that's it, and that's all. Um, Girl, okay. I see some stuff start piling in. Um, let's see. So drop your list of items to chat about. Let's see. Happy Sunday. Okay, so let me say hi. I want to say hi to everyone. This chat's been open for over an hour, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to kind of get to say hi to everyone individually. So everyone, happy Sunday. Don't forget it is Scorpio season. If we have any Scorpios celebrating a birthday in the chat today, go ahead and wish them a happy birthday. Today we had Cece and we had India with a Y and Dior who came through as gang stars. And thank you, sisses, for coming through first. And I'm sure hitting that like button and handling business and letting me know, girl, hurry up. Let's go. Okay. So let's see. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Hey, Erica. Hey, Tam, Virgo. I'm going to, out of habit, I think I'm probably going to end up trying to say hi to everyone. Okay. Let's see. So, okay, April Lewis wants to know. Let's see. Let me highlight. Okay. Guys, if you guys hadn't seen this feature, okay. So, I don't know where this falls into the chat, but this is what's showing up on the questions, right? So, I opened up the Q&A. If you guys are not familiar, there's a new feature and you missed yesterday. The sock fuzz. Oh, Jesus. Yes, Erica, we can talk about that. Jasmine looks like she's got something wrong with her feet. She might need to get that checked out. Like it was not looking, it would look kind of weird. Anyway, but yeah, so April, I bubbled that up, the threesome. So I don't know. I was finding out a lot of what was being dropped yesterday as it was being dropped. Um at the end of the day, Chanel and I became acquainted with each other really almost 2 years ago now. Her husband had a very bad car accident, and she'd been coming to the chat like everybody else. And she messaged me and was like, my husband just got into a really bad accident. And, I guess they were going somewhere around the holidays and just asked me to pray for her. And I mentioned it in a live, and I was like, guys, one of our BougieGang's husband got into a very bad accident. He's in critical condition. Bah, 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 bah. Maybe a couple weeks later, she came to the chat and was like, hey guys, it was me. Thank you so much for your prayers. Da, 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 da. It was well documented. I mean, that was, I wouldn't say that was the first time she came to the chat, but she hadn't been to the chat in a minute because, I guess she was tending to her family, tending to her husband. And that's where I became familiar with her. Like a lot of you who might message me on Instagram and say, hey, friend, did you see this? Or hey, friend, can you talk about that in the live today? Um, I have my Instagram DMs open because I have an audience that likes to either run topics to me or drop off tea that they think that I need to know about that is helpful in my channel, right? I don't know what other people are doing, if other people are being messy, but there's a lot of people who have messaged me. I answer them back. I never talk to them again. There's people who message me and we end up having a dialogue, but I can assure you and I don't owe anybody an answer. I would love for someone to produce a receipt where I'm plotting against anyone or saying, hey, go do this. Hey, go run go run and bother people in their live streams. Girl, I don't know when half the people are live and don't care. Let me tell you something. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you the long way. I'm not subscribed. If I get a recommendation, I am telling YouTube to not recommend me. I have you blocked, especially people who like to tag me. If you tag me on something in your community post, just understand you are running people to my channel and you're giving me free promo, and thank you. Otherwise, I don't see your mentions. If I see mentions that are of a negative nature, I block you. I don't have time to allow negativity to infiltrate what I'm doing for the YouTube streets, which is coming live on a very regular basis and providing superior content that a certain group of people seem to enjoy. Okay. No one's getting in front or in the way of that. Do you understand? And I don't pollute my brain with people who want to talk negatively about me. It's not for me. It's for the people who want to laugh and hee hee ha ha and talk about me. So that's it and that's all. Like I don't really care. There are people out here, including the helper, who have manufactured tea on me. They've said things. They want to make assumptions about what I'm doing, what I'm not doing, what goes on in my household. Get a household, you get some business, you get someone that can show up every day for 90 days and talk about something. But girl, I'm in a very deep relationship that has sustained well over a decade, including marriage and a child, and home ownership, amongst other things. I don't have to run down my resume. You guys see it and you can feel the vibe, right? So at the end of the day, I really don't like to demean myself by addressing low life living, subpar momming individuals who have anything to say to me. And that's the helper, that's anybody. I don't care. Um, the other day, Chanel was live, not yesterday, but the day before, and someone who has had a lot to say about me and who made up some sort of narrative involving me and another person, not Keisha. And I don't want to go into too much detail because I don't like to call the Goonie Goo Goos and the zombies out of the bushes. I really don't, because I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not that platform. It's just not. You know what I mean? I do my reactions, my reviews, and my commentary, and that's it, right? So this person, though, addressed Chanel because she wanted to know, did the helper, was she sent by the helper to come for her? And it made sense to her with Chanel's explanation that no, she did not. But when I watched a video, I don't know, 6 months ago that someone sent me, of course, and I actually had seen these person's videos previously and I really didn't think anything of it. So when I clicked on it, I had no idea that it was going to include content about me. Anyway, long story short, she realized like, oh, okay, Chanel, we're cool. Da 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 da. I realize, but yet and still, so now I've been cleared, but I don't feel any desire. I guess I just did talk about it, but I did not feel any desire at that moment to go live and say, see guys, see, I was cleared. I'm a receipt. I don't bother anybody. I'm not coming for anybody. You can't make it make sense because it doesn't. You don't have a receipt to prove it. Just because someone tells you something happened doesn't mean it happened. If there's no receipt, there's no paper trail, there's no video. This is a video audio platform. If you don't have a damn receipt, you're not talking about shit and you need to go sit down somewhere. Okay. If it didn't happen where someone saw it, they heard it, they experienced it, you're fucking lying. Okay. Period. That's all I got to say. And that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, other than that, I don't really want to address the help because she's a nobody to me. She's not on my level. We don't produce the same type of content. We never really knew each other. At the end of the day, I thought that I was going to make some sense out of nonsense. The YouTube Street Summit happened. I thought that she could mend some fences and there was going to be some logic, but I realized that this woman is insane and doesn't want to mend fences or just play nice on the YouTube streets. She is here to cause chaos and mayhem. And when I realized that she was that type of person, I was like, oh, okay, sis, later. And tried to use my olive branch as some sort of hit against me. And I'm like, bitch, get a life. You know what I'm saying? I'm a whole grown up out here. I'm not squabbling with nobodies. Okay. Period. I'm not squabbling with nobody, who especially a nobody. Okay. So that being said, I've just been living my life. I've been living my life, producing my content, putting it on. And at the end of the day, when this chick goes live or her other minions go live and want to talk about me, and all of the people who have reached out to me in the past who I didn't really want to have anything to do with, I ignored their DMs, people who I just know were shit starters and trouble, and I just didn't want to be involved. There's a couple of people who have tried very hard to send people my way to try to get me involved in shit, and at the end of the day, I'm very consistent, and who I support is who I support. And the bottom line is, yeah, it's really not a whole lot to talk about, because a lot, even in my Discord, okay, I have a Discord for BougieGang. I don't even think I've been in there all week. I've been posting more on Facebook than I have in the actual Discord. That's for BougieGang. They talk in there. They talk in there, and there's house rules. If I see something that's posted inappropriate, I am the one and only moderator, and I will take it right on up out of there, and I will send them a note and say, hey, in the interest of keeping peace, I don't know who screenshots up in here, because we've had some people come through screenshot. I've had people who used to mod for me, and modding is volunteering. Anybody who mods for me, we don't have mod meetings. I've never reached out to you on some mod ish, nothing, never, right? Never. I don't have mod meetings. I don't have mod rules. I don't have mod bylaws. I don't have mod oaths. We are not, it's not, this is the girl, this is not it's not a movement. Okay. It's an attitude and a lifestyle, BougieGang. It's not a movement, sis. Okay. At the end of the day, like I was saying, I haven't been in there all week. I post more on Facebook, and it's all about the content. No one is going to come up here and tell you anything contrary to that. But I had a mod who, and this has happened to me a couple of times, like Chanel mentioned, it seems to be a reoccurring playbook that runs through the YouTube streets. It's like a rinse and repeat. So, but specifically, there was someone who sent me and my daughter two sweatshirts, two custom made sweatshirts, which were very nice and maybe still wear over this Christmas, or I might cut it up and use it as a rag. I don't know. But at the end of the day, someone who sent me something who I thought was very nice, seemed to be a nice person, all of a sudden has like beef with me. I don't even know who this person is. I don't know that I've ever even had words with this person one on one, other than maybe I think I sent them a mug, or I sent them something because they want a giveaway, possibly. They wanted to send me something, so I sent them the information to my PO box. If you are on YouTube and you deliver content, you are an absolute fool if you send people to your address. Even though if you own a home, people can look up your address, absolutely, but you are an absolute idiot if you do not have a PO box. It costs like $60. I don't even know. I paid for it for 2 years. I'm not worried about it. I have a PO box, sis. Okay. I don't send people to my house. And at the end of the day, the bottom line is this. I don't know any of my mods. I appreciate everybody who volunteers and comes through and keeps this chat booming and moving and friendly for people to come and have a good time. But as far as anything else, yeah, you're lying. You're lying, sis. I'm very consistent. I'm very consistently not into the bullshit. Okay. Period. And if I say I don't like someone, I don't like someone. I can say that. If I don't fuck with someone, I can say that. That's not me being messy. That's just me being me and stating what is a fact. Period. Right? Okay. Let's see. So the threesome, let's talk about that. So Chanel dropped a lot of tea, one of which was, I guess there was some sort of dangerous liaison going on between Keisha and her man and the helper. We don't know if it's true. It's some gossip. It's some tea. Can I believe it? Absolutely. Why not? Why not? Is anybody out here too good to do something freaky? Is that something that people do, millennials do? I think so. I mean, I've heard so. I am not a millennial. I am a Gen X, okay? Where we still kept our business private. Okay. So at the end of the day, I don't know what they did in their bedroom. I know that Keisha was pregnant and Keisha couldn't give up the boots, and she sent her man out on a putty cat adventure, and he came back with a baby. Okay. So would she invite a friend that she thinks that she could trust who wouldn't try to take her man? It seems reasonable to me. Okay, so yes, I don't know how it happened, when it happened. Um, I guess that's Keisha's story to tell, and she is more than welcome to do so. Maybe she'll come out with another pamphlet about her sexcapades and how to keep it spicy for your non-committed boyfriend. I mean, not my problem, sis. Okay. Who is Anna? Next question. Anna, if they're talking about the same Anna, Anna used to be up in this chat years ago. Anna stopped coming to this chat, another person who just kind of disappeared. I mean, at the end of the day, there's YouTube channels I watch and there's YouTube channels I don't watch anymore. It doesn't mean I'm mad at anybody. Anna used to come to my chat. Anna used to be a mod here, and Anna stopped coming here probably right around the time that Jenny hit the scene. When Jenny hit the scene, I don't know where she went. I think one time she messaged me and told me that she had gotten a new job and was working a contract, and that was it. About a year ago, I heard that her mother had passed away from another person and said, I guess she assumed I was like mad at her for some reason, of which I was not. And I spoke to her at length one day, offered my condolences, and she walked me through the passing of her mother and ba 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 ba. And I was like, okay, well, I'll talk to you soon. And I have not talked to her since. It's been possibly a solid year. Okay. I don't even know, but it was around the time when her mom passed away. Other than that, because guys, keep in mind, there's one of me and there's almost 8,000 of you guys. Okay. And some of you guys who watch me regularly aren't even subscribed. 30% of my audience are not subscribed. So increase 8,000 over 30%. You're looking at roughly about another 2,400. There is literally almost 11,000 of you who engage with my content on a daily basis. I'm one person, y'all. Just think about it, right? Okay, thank you. Okay, who is Anna? Anna used to be a mod, probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago. You can go back in old videos and you'll see Anna, just plain Anna. Now, did Anna start a channel? Anna actually, I remember she was posting stuff about Kwame Brown. If you guys remember Kwame Brown, he's got a big channel now. He was going toe to toe with Tommy Sotomayor around this time last year. She reposted a couple of his lives before he got really integrated in posting his content. And that's where I left off. I'm not even subscribed, just to be honest. And it's no tea, no shade. I have a very, on this channel, I have a very limited subscription list, and I have it very focused on my content. This is a content channel for me. Okay. So where I go watch my fashion vloggers and stuff like that in peace is where I go watch in peace. Okay. Where I watch all of my people going to New York and Milan and Paris and all of the things, and go do fabulous things and take wonderful trips and cook meals and homestead and garden and all of the other stuff that I watch. This is a job channel. This channel is my hustle. Okay. This is where I hustle. This is where I subscribe to things that I make coins off of. Okay. All right. Just to be clear, where's Anna? I don't know. She's on the YouTube street somewhere. She's not over here. And when I got wind that she was hanging out with Mink Mob, I just wished her well. Like, okay, sis. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Not my problem. Not my problem. There's plenty of people who've left here and gone to many other channels, and that is fine. You guys don't have to give me a 2 weeks notice. There is no severance package. There is no animosity. It's like one day I just noticed that someone is not here, or someone may mention something, or whatever. I don't know. And it's like, oh, okay. Okay, sis. Like, that's it, and that's all. That's it. That's it, and that is all. Okay. Are we going to talk about the sock fuzz between Jasmine's toes? That was weird, guys. Any of you guys who watch my Jazzy Life, guys, don't forget, if you want to run up a question, if I'm not, because I'm back in the chat at 12:41 and it's currently 1 o'clock. If you want to run a question, feel free to click the Q&A button, drop your question, and I will bubble it up. Okay. Um, Jasmine had somewhat of a nervous breakdown the other day. I heard, which let me go look, because I heard from I'm outside. Shouts out to Yanni. That possibly Jasmine took the video down. If like really, Jasmine? Jasmine never takes down videos, which is interesting, right? Because that stops her coin. I mean, girl, if you're gonna come to the internet and be wasted or drunk or whatever it was, confused, girl, go with it. Girl, get your coins. Okay. Like no one's stopping you, sis. I mean, the damage has already been done because everybody has already reacted to it. Let's see. Let me go to her channel and see if it's missing. I think so. Yeah, it's still here. So it's not missing. It's the Happy Friday. So yeah, Jasmine did not delete her video. But one of the videos Jasmine has so Jasmine came live. She was quite disturbed. She talked about being exhausted and missing some deadlines or not getting things done. So cut to the chase, she actually talked about um editing 5 videos, right? So what Jasmine did, which we can see, she edited the 5 videos and she said they were all sponsor videos. So Jasmine's gotten some items in. She's gotten a cabinet with a heater. She got a Christmas tree. She's gotten a random ass pottery wheel. Good for her. I mean, I was kind of almost thinking like, you know what, good for you. Get a hobby because you need it, period. You need something to do to focus on that is not YouTube. But I don't know where she'll get her pottery baked or anything. Girl, I have no idea. I guess she can go to one of those pottery places and maybe they will put it in the oven for her and bake it. But at the end of the day, she was using the foot press, right, to manage the wheel and showed her naked feet, and it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty, and it looked like Jasmine was in desperate need of a pedicure. And I at first when I saw someone had it posted, I can't remember who. Maybe it was Kitten Zombie. I'm not sure. And I really didn't pay attention when I saw the video initially, but I kind of was like, okay. And then when I saw the replay, but when I saw it close up, I thought it was like someone who had like diabetic feet and the toenails were ratchet. It just looks sad. Okay. I was surprised that she didn't have a sock on or a shoe while she was barefoot, and she has on this very strange outfit. It's ridiculous, but yeah, we'll talk more about it tomorrow. Maybe Erica will maybe go look at those videos, all of her little promo videos. We'll take a look at that. But yes, the feet were disturbing, right? And Jasmine needs to be more careful when you're doing paid content and you want to put on a cute outfit and you're wearing your little headband and all of the things. Put some socks on, sis. You can go get some BougieGang socks too if you like. But yeah, it was not cute, right? So the burning Cooch. Okay. So do you guys remember again a year or so ago? Keisha was doing a video and she was in her bathroom or something, and I spied some Cooch cream, and her helper, of course, clocked in and thought that I was saying that Keisha had an STD, and I was absolutely not. And it's funny because do you guys remember this? Like she was mad. Remember January? She was mad. She thought that I was accusing Keisha of having an STD, which I didn't. I said it was some sort of progesterone cream or something. And when I looked it up, it said that it was dry cooch cream initially, right? And there were other people on the YouTube streets who stated that it could be used for an STI, right? But that was not me. Okay. So, but she went ballistic about that. And I'm just wondering, like, okay, like, you know what I mean? It's funny when you can get together with other people and compare notes. And based on the notes that Chanel dropped, it's just funny hearing alongside the weird stuff that was happening on the YouTube streets. Like, could I believe that she had burning cooch or Keisha did? I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I don't want to invest too much time wondering what's going on in that box of hers. But there was a cream situation. I think Keisha had just gotten back from getting her boobs done. So there was an antibiotic situation. She showed all of her prescriptions from Publix were just laid out and everything was showing. And I think in my video, I had just said something like, Keisha, you might want to put up your prescriptions because you're showing your whole government, your doctor's name, all of the things. And that was that. But that chick flew off the handle thinking that I accused Keisha of having some sort of ailment, of which I did not. And it's, girl, when people are guilty, they start talking. So maybe there was some truth to it. I don't know. I really don't know. All I know is that she attacked me for accusing someone of for something I never even said. Okay. So maybe there was some truth to it. Purple Blaze, new sub. Thank you, sis. Okay. Where we address the comments. There was someone about a week or so ago who said, y'all ask for comments and you guys never address the comments. I address comments over here, guys. I mean, I might not get all of them. You got to bubble them up. But I'm going to try. Okay. But thank you so much. I appreciate you subscribing. Y'all keep your purses in your lap. Who stole a purse? We know Liv had sticky fingers. Let's first discuss the nasty three-way. Okay, we did that. Okay. I don't know. Look, Keisha, girl, if you want to write your next pamphlet, go right on ahead. Okay. There's the streets want to know. This is what they want to know from you. What was going on. I mean, I can believe it. I don't know why you guys can't believe it. There's people who do this stuff. Live Laugh Love says she was shocked. The burning cooch. I mean, it happens, right? Let's see. Next question. Keisha is the man and woman in her relationship hell in her entire life. Yes. Jeremy, look, this is the deal. Jeremy doesn't have to do anything. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have to. She doesn't require him to do anything. He stepped up to the table and he fathered 3 children and she seems to be happy with that. Look, I'm going to say it like this. If you're in this audience right now and you have low expectations of a man, you need to work on that before you go find one because you're going to find someone that meets your expectations, right? If you find someone that blows your mind, you might run them off because you just don't believe that it really exists. Okay. I'm giving you some game right now. If you have stinking thinking, if your mind is not right in the right place, I don't care how much you go to the gym. I don't care how much money you've saved. I don't care what kind of car you drive. I don't care how bad bitch of you think you are. If you believe that men are trash and men are going to do you wrong and nothing is ever going to work out, that is what is going to happen either by your discovery or your putting your hand into it because you're just not ready for it. You're not capable of it because you're going to do things to sabotage your life or you're going to meet people that meet your expectation of what your thinking is. You've got to fix that head, right? So if Keisha is running around here with low expectations of what she thinks her man can do for her or what she has to provide or generationally what she has seen in her household, as far as how her mom managed things and how some of you guys have your mind blown how one man will act one way with one woman and one way with another woman. It's because that's life. It's the same way as you can be you can get shit done at the job and then you come home and you lazy or you know how to not run your mouth at work but you run your mouth outside of work. Like everybody knows how to make concessions and accommodate. But if Keisha is ready to be a performer and she wants to make things easy for this man to stay and she loves him at her own expense, I mean, that's her problem. You know what I'm saying? If she wants to be the man and the woman, you know what that does? Forever grateful, it leaves no opportunity for someone to come in and be the man in her life, right? So she's left no room for him, right? You ever seen when Iyanla Van Zant comes through? And it's funny, she's on that show with Jayla, right? When Iyanla comes through and she gives people a cup and she tells people to fill up their cup, and then they start taking stuff away like insecurity, um low self-esteem, bad credit. Like she has them go through and take out all of the bad things, right? And the cup is you, so you go, you take out all the bad things, and then you've got what's left. And maybe she wants you to put good things on the things that are left, right? um if you are full of negativity, you're not leaving room for anything positive to come. You're not leaving room. Okay. Um, so yeah, Keisha's the man and the woman in her relationship. I can believe that. And she'll get tired of it eventually, or if she doesn't, Jeremy will. You know what I mean? Because men are built to do something, and a man who is not fulfilled, he's going to go out and find other things to do, which is cheat. One of them is cheat, right? I didn't mean to send my message as a question. It was meant as a comment. Sorry. Oh, okay. Forever grateful. Sorry, sis. Okay. Quick question. Why is Shamar up on the screen in that bonnet? Because I thought it was funny, and I thought it reminded me of one of our mommies on the YouTube streets, Keisha. Okay. Yeah. You know that, Corey. I thought it was funny. Because when people are going to be mad disrespectful to me, yeah, I'm going to turn another cheek, but yeah, I'm not going to I'm still with the shits though. Okay? Like, let's be real now. I'm still with the shits, but yeah, we're going to keep it classy, okay? And the similarities are staggering, okay? Can we talk about wanting to pay to have Ashley jumped? Great question. Thank you for that. Okay, but let's talk about, okay, so Chanel dropped some tea that I guess along with a couple of things was that we all know this was a setup, right? A couple, so this time this time last year, all of a sudden some weirdo came out the blue in Mink's chat. That was a red flag already. I don't know if Mink thinks that she is some sort of beacon of gossip and tea. Sis, everybody knows that you are the fucking help, okay? Your whole agenda on this YouTube is to surround and defend and goon for your friend, okay? That's what we all know, all right? That being said, someone comes out the bushes in her chat, allegedly, who is a potential baby father to Ashley. Now, that being said, apparently, also there was some sort of plot to get with another bottle girl at Ashley's job. I don't even know if it's worth Ashley even asking around to find out who it was. But if there was money exchanged, emails exchanged, it would be interesting because that could be some criminal charges. Not too long ago, guys, and you can look it up. Do you remember when Cardi B paid a couple of people at her old club to clunk someone on the head, okay? Because they were trying to get it offset, okay? Do we remember? And Cardi pled guilty in court to 2 misdemeanors. It was whatever, negotiated down, however you call it. She pleaded down or copped to the case because it wasn't going to be pretty for her. With her and Tasha K and everything that was going on, and her playing innocent rich wife, the fact that she paid someone at a nightclub to get their ass beat, paid to have someone's ass beat at a nightclub where she used to work because they were trying to get it offset a couple of years ago, is not a good look. So she pled to the misdemeanors. So at the end of the day, if people are out here actually putting out hits on people, yeah, that's some criminal charges. So if there is someone out here who got a cash app, got some money, got some things like that, that's that's a whole crime. That's a whole crime. And if that's true, that's the mother of your boyfriend's child. Like, what if that went wrong? What if the girl ended up in the hospital? What if she ended up with a concussion and couldn't take care of her kid? Oh, the baby would revert to you? I doubt it. She has a whole family who love her. Like, at the end of the day, there's someone out here who needs to reconcile what you put out on the streets. You sent your man out on the streets to handle business while you couldn't. He came back with a kid and you are pissed. Does that person get why does that person have to be harmed? Why can't that person go to work in peace? What kind of individual does that shit? What this they obsessed, what is that? Bubble it into the Q&A please so I can know what you're talking about. Public case number. Um so uh basically there was a hit put out to have someone beat Ashley up at her work. They were trying to get in touch with another bottle girl who would come for Ashley. Like this, the thing about YouTube, it's really weird because people take this shit so personal. For me, I don't mean any ill will. At the end of the day, I'm doing reactions, reviews, and commentary. This is the platform. This is the culture. Okay. Now, people who want to take this offline and want to get physical with people outside of the computer, God bless you. That's your business. I will not be getting involved. Okay. I don't get involved. I'm not involved. I'm not interested in anything like that. Cause I'm gonna tell you this, I'm a fucking lady, period. I'm not trying to put paws on nobody or anything like that. I don't make idle threats. Come and find out. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Like at the end of the day, this shit is this is a bag for me. I do reactions, reviews, and commentary. Um, yeah, I don't put out threats because I don't need anybody trying to run back my tapes with intent. There's no intent here. The only intent that I have is to protect my home, my family, my child, and my property. Okay. At the end of the day, come find out. And at the end of the day, I would hope that people are not stupid enough to do stuff like that because, my husband will never let anything happen to me, period. So people who are out here doing stupid stuff, you need to get a life. Like seriously, you need to find some content that makes you happy, something that you can handle. But if you hearing people talk about your boo thing sets you off, then maybe you don't need to do that. I message Auntie Fran all the time. Yes, I mean, I've got people who call me Auntie. I mean, at the end of the day, sometimes people want a shout out. Sometimes people want advice on how to do something on YouTube. There's some people out here who had a whole bunch to say about me, but every day when I spoke to them, these ungrateful ass bitches, it was, how are you doing with your channel? What are you posting? Get out, get your head out of your ass. Go post a video. Aren't you here to make a bag? Da, 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 da. Encouragement. Okay. Cause that's what I do. Okay. Encouragement. Go make your bag. Oh, you don't know how to monetize a video? Okay, this is how you do it. Da, 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 da. I was helping. I was out here feeding the needy. And I realized, you know what? And that's when I came out with, late in the year, I said I wasn't going to be involved in any more situations, and I'm not. I'm not helping, and you know what I mean. I'm not helping. I'm not coming. I'm not going. I'm not. I am not running a fire truck. I'm not. I'm not trying to help put out no fires. I'm not trying to get involved. None of that. I'm late, but I do want to say Keisha is literally trying to cause drama because Kevember started boring and did the same thing last year, and it's throwing rocks and hiding your hands. Absolutely. Um, Look, this is some drama. If I were her, I wouldn't want to get involved in because you have a whole friend who is a convicted felon who is out here saying to people that you are commissioning hits on innocent mothers who happened to be the mother of your boyfriend's baby. Okay. I wouldn't want to be involved with that with a 10-foot pole because that's weird. There was a guy here in Charlotte by the name of Ray Caruth. He was a NFL football player. One of the women that he was messing with got pregnant. Her name was Sharika Adams, and he paid some goons and had her killed. But the thing is that his son lived. She survived in the ICU, and was able to deliver the baby and then died soon afterwards. But Chance Adams lives, okay? And homie spent a very long time in jail and recently was released. I think this year was released after doing, I think, a bid of 20 years, for paying some goons to have her snuffed out. Okay. This shit is real, guys. Like, at the end of the day, this could be a crime. And Ashley seemed quite disturbed yesterday, and I don't blame her because this bitch is crazy. If in fact this is true and she commissioned this and it wasn't just some cockamamie idea by the helper, and there is some receipts to show to draw a line to your baby father's girlfriend trying to put a hit out on you. I don't think, Ashley's a smart girl. She doesn't need me to tell her what to do. Okay. Now what was the question? Can we talk about them paying? Okay, so we just did. Ashley was not happy. Ashley, I really like Ashley. I loved how she talked about wanting to expose August to masculine, his masculine side, because he's over there with his mommy and his auntie. And she wants him to be around a man. And she was hoping he could be around his father, but there's always some foolishness and fuckery going on whenever that happens. And someone just can't seem to respect the wishes to not have the boy on film, on top of the fact of the tea that was spilled. Okay. So some of you asked me to run back the video. I don't know if you guys sent me an Instagram or not. I'm gonna be honest. When I got up this morning, I had to deep condition my daughter's hair. Like, I'm a whole mom over here, and I don't spend my whole life on YouTube. I do answer comments and post shit, and I'm sitting working on my intros and things like that because I do all of them myself, guys. Contrary to what you might think or what people might say, I work on all my own shit. I do all my own artwork. I do all my own intros. I do everything. I am a one woman show over here, and I cook, and I take care of my daughter, and I take good care of my husband, and I take care of a household. Okay. So I was up parting and sectioning and deep conditioning my daughter's hair, and we were watching a movie. Okay. When I set up the live, I knew the movie was getting ready to be over, and I set it up. And I was finishing watching a movie with my daughter and trying to upload some more music to my channel, but um, I couldn't get it to upload to StreamYard, so I just had to leave it alone. Can't do everything, right? That's one thing as a mom, guys. Don't try and do everything. You don't have to do everything. Sometimes you just have to say, you know what? I tried. We'll get it the next time, okay? All right, next thing. So yeah, that was quite disturbing. That was quite disturbing. I mean, at the end of the day, me personally, if I were Keisha, I would distance myself from this woman immediately. She's not good for business. And allegedly, so Chanel put it out there. I think she was either on the phone or she had privy to some conversation where Keisha was telling the help that she was not good for business and her manager was upset. Now, who her manager is, girl, I don't know. But apparently the manager said she was bad for business. And either Chanel heard that conversation or was part of that conversation some kind of way. And that was it. That's it. And that's all. Okay. And we know this. But Keisha is a little bit ratchet. So Keisha, I think, enjoys this little ratchet side that she gets to experience with this woman. And it's got her in this trouble. I tell you what, that tea that was dropped, that there really could be some receipts connecting her to having commissioned some bodily harm against the mother of August. Yeah, that's serious. That's serious. That's serious. Very serious. That's a crime. Because you never know. Things go left and that could really harm someone. And this is a woman who is out here on her own, handling business with her son. And someone out there would want to leave like that. That's awful. That's awful. But you're talking about me. You're finding fake PPP receipts. Let me tell you something. If I had a PPP loan with me and my husband, that would be all of my damn business. Okay. all of it. And we don't live in California. And someone who has the same name as my husband, who's in California, yeah, we don't do business there. We don't live there. Okay. Period. And girl, like, just the fake, it's the fake receipts for me. And when the YouTube summit happened, when we did the 5-day live, um, Dee is not a woman of her word. She said that she would take down all of the negative content about me off her channel, of which she never did. She never did. She's not a woman of her word, and she's also a liar. Okay. Um, period. That's it. You know, she's a liar. It's a lie. It's lie after lie after lie. And, you know, I get tired of it. So I don't really react to it, because to me, it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. Because I like to stay focused on my content. You guys come here because you want to see mommy content, and you want to see the reactions and the reviews. I'm not a beef channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to beef with people. I'm not here to go back and forth with people. I'm not here to, I don't care enough. I don't know any of these people. There's very few people that I have actually gotten to know on this platform. Because let's face it, I've been on here for 4 years now, 4 or 5 years. Okay. I think this will either be my fifth or sixth Vlogmas. Um, I don't know, but I've been on here for a minute, right? And of course you're going to get to know some people, but these people, no, I do not know them. I don't know Dee from a hole in the wall. After the YouTube summit, I kindly told Dee I did not want to have anything to do with her, because I think she felt like I wasn't going to react on Keisha anymore, and that's not the case. And that's kind of what happened with Toya Talk. I think that once she exposed the receipts on Toya's channel, and Toya went through this last year, she did an extensive live and went through all of, kind of like, okay, it's been a year, let's talk about it. And that was an awesome live. She, you know, any of you guys who are kind of new to this and have been here for a minute but never saw that, I don't know if it's still posted on her channel or not, but she did a very detailed, extensive live that went through kind of, and this is how I fit into this whole thing, right? And at the end of the day, those two fell out because I think Dee was under the impression that Toya was not going to do her hustle as a single mother and as a YouTube content creator anymore, because I guess they were cool to a certain degree. Okay. And then, so another pro tip number 2 out here, don't befriend your content. If you are out here doing content, don't befriend your content. Me sending someone I do content on, I had a book list, and I sent various content creators a invite to discuss their book, one of which was Keisha. That bitch ran with it. She was trying to think I'm trying to look. I'm not a groupie, girl. I'm not a groupie. I don't, it was a simple request. Okay. There were various other people who got the same request, of which we did have a content creator who'd written a book. Her name is Kim Postel, no relation to Jeremy Postel, who is out here. Her handle is Wifey for Lifey. You may know her. Her and Six the Goddess were going at it for a minute this time last year, but she's a very beautiful person. Her and her husband are living in Kuwait at this moment. And she came to the platform to talk about her book. And we talked about relationships and marriage. And she's very cool. And she, so, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just because people can't see the vision, and people are small minded and don't want to talk about anything but the man in their life and what's going on with their vagina and reproduction and all of those things, rather than talking about real issues that that women go through, that's their business. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you wanted someone to send you questions, you asked for people to send questions. I sent questions, and this whore turns around and tries to clown me and try to make it seem like I'm trying to be someone's friend. Girl, please. For what? It's a bag, sis. Like, make it make sense. And the only people it's going to make sense to are people who are low on the totem pole, low intelligence, and don't understand what the fuck I'm doing on here. And if you don't understand what the premise of my channel is, then you're not going to understand why I would reach out to someone for an interview or to ask a question. But there was nothing wrong with Martin reaching out and doing a whole series, right? Make that make sense, guys. So make it make sense. Either it was because Martin had a bigger platform. Okay, I don't have that size platform. Okay. Or it was because it was a paid assignment. Martin says it wasn't a paid assignment. I don't know what it was, but at the end of the day, it wasn't my problem, because when it became clear to me that the bitch was not going to respond and her friend was out here trying to clown me because I'm out here trying to do my part-time hustle, fuck it. You hear me? And that's it. I'm credible out here. I've never been caught out here in any kind of a lie. I don't lie out here on the YouTube streets. There's no reason for me to. Okay. All right, let's get to the next question. Can we talk about them one? So yeah, that was a criminal endeavor. I don't know why people would be that stupid, but at the end of the day, have you addressed mahogany in the thong, dry humping Justin? Did I can I So once upon a twin mouth life, I can't. Maybe I don't know if you retracted the question or not, but I can't seem to. Oh, I probably need to. Okay. I see what I need to do. I need to probably take that question down. Close that question. Okay. Let's see if I can put this question up. Okay. I don't know. Once upon a twin mom life, I can't highlight your question for some reason. Didn't she say she does it? So we didn't address it, but I did post it in a short, and I find them absolutely disgusting. We're gonna do some Jacksons of Montgomery, Jacksons of Atlanta this week, because a lot, I don't want to say a lot has happened, but Mahogany's pregnant, guys, if you didn't know. So she says, I don't know, they're full of shit. So I take what they say with a grain of salt. She is alleging, see, because you know what's dumb about Mahogany. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Jacksons of Atlanta, two sets of twins, allegedly lost a twin a couple of months ago, and allegedly pregnant again. She goes to the doctor. She says she's already pregnant. She leaves the doctor. She says she can't believe she's pregnant. Girl, if you're not going to believe the gold standard of pregnancy tests, which is the ones that reside in the doctor's office, I'm kind of thinking, what? Okay. So she goes and gets a home pregnancy test and it comes back positive. Now, Mahogany doesn't seem super smart. I think her and look, I'm not going to say she's dumb, but she's not. I don't know what her background is, but she's 25 years old. Her and this man have been together, I think, for about 7 years. So she got with him when she was 18. I think they either have 4 or almost 5-year-olds that they still sit in high chairs to eat. And I don't know, girl. Um I don't know, but she took 2 tests, says she's pregnant. Homie was thrilled, and that was that on that. As far as them doing like mom soft porn and putting it on their Instagram, they're gross. You know what I'm saying? Is do they need to put that on OnlyFans? Probably. I think what makes it gross, because there's nothing wrong with a married couple enjoying each other. This is the problem. Number one, everyone doesn't want to see your misshapen, square, flat, jello gelatin butt, including mine, on YouTube, okay, or Instagram, right? And at the end of the day, you two are people of the cloth. You two have put yourself out there as pastor and first lady of the anointed place. All right. So that's a problem. But it was nasty. It was nasty and very disrespectful. And anyone that goes to a church like that, I will never, 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 never. Okay. Did she say she doesn't eat shrimp? Why was she sharing a cup with her children if they are sick? Okay. Did she say she doesn't eat shrimp? I don't know. Was she eating shrimp? Um, they ate shrimp the night of her housewarming, right? Didn't they have a pack of shrimp cocktail and warm that up in a pan and serve that some kind of way? So she definitely eats shrimp. Um, why was she sharing a cup with her children if they are sick and she is sick? Um, look, I can't account for why she would want to either cross contaminate and share their drinks with each other and just kind of reshare the same germs, and just not get better. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out why they were handing out Halloween candy, right? Um So yeah. Let's see. Let me keep going. They're obsessed. Absolutely. Okay. Did they say okay? So yeah, bad, not using good um I mean, poor practices. I mean, I don't know. What is it called? Contamination control or cross contamination? I don't know. That's weird. I know as a mom, I always get sick. If Farrah gets sick, I get sick. Are we going into year 3 or 4 of this Keisha drama? That's on her, sis. You know what I'm saying? Like, great question. That's on her. I don't know. I'm not part of it. I just talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am not part of it. I don't care how many lives that weirdo helpers do. I am not and will never be part of it. I had the YouTube Street Summit where YouTube Streets came and gave their opinions. I don't know if I have it posted anymore. If you haven't seen it, it's in members for sure. I did do a recap of it this time last year. I felt like it was appropriate, but I'm not going to do that again. I don't, that woman, I'm not going to give her any more shine. She's a weirdo. She's a fucking helper ass, low on the totem pole, criminal element that has nothing to do with my type of lifestyle. I am a whole mom over here who is married and lives a very respectable lifestyle. And period. And it's this is a internet part-time job, okay? And people who engage in criminal activity and want to call and try to have people beat up and stupid stuff like that, yeah, I don't sit at the same table with folks like that. I do commentary on a YouTube channel that she seems to have some sort of relationship with, um allegedly some sort of romantical relationship, and she can keep that because nobody cares. Yes. Okay. Um, I don't get the need to click up this. The damn internet is not a sorority or a gang. I'm here for content and to give my opinion. All that looking up people ish is what's that for? People are nosy. People are nosy. And there's lots of public information out here. You know what I mean? I think that when Rod, let's use Strong Mommy Chrissy for example. When the information came out about Rod and Strong Mommy Chrissy, I think, she can take it how she wants it, but I think that people were like, sis, you okay over there? Can anybody put their cape on and go over there and save her? No. But at the end of the day, if nobody knows and something would have happened, and once again, 9 children sitting around trying to figure out what happened to their mom, at the end of the day, it may not have been the most elegant way to find out and have it on the YouTube streets. But I think as a mom community, no matter how messy it is, I think at the end of the day, people run commentary based on concern or like kind of like, why would you do that? Don't you want better kind of things? I think at the end of the day, it all comes from a good place. It may not come how you think it should come. It could be coming messy. It could be coming sounding like a hater. It could be coming overly because there's some people who are just way overly too, like like Ashley did talk about that. She said, there's people out here who act like they're for me, but then they found out that, my son was with his father, and then it's like they're coming for me, and she doesn't get that. Like at the end of the day, August needs a male relationship, and I guess in her sights, it should be his father. That's what makes sense. But unfortunately, they're caught up in this internet thing that prevents it from being positive. And also he's got a weirdo woman that he lives with and has children too. So I don't know, girl. um I agree. I think some people want to have more to the story. So if people find out that there's a criminal charge, or who can you drag, who can you humiliate, who can you debunk, all of that thing, there is a certain element of that. Um, is it right? Um, I would say keep it cute. That's what I'm gonna say. Keep it cute. When it becomes dangerous. It becomes that you have to start calling people. There was someone on the YouTube streets that was legit harassing me, calling my phone. They never got me. Um, but calling my phone, on live stream, acting very weird. I had to make a phone call. I did. And did that phone call help? It let them know I know what I needed to know, and I know, and do you want me to continue? Like, they gave me the steps that I needed to make things happen, and I never followed through with it. It was a damn pandemic out here. Okay. So, year and a half ago, it was still a pandemic. I'm in the middle of still, I guess, trying to support summer activities. I think maybe it was June or July, possibly at that time. And I was just getting ready to start to go back to work and working from home. And it just wasn't high on my list of priorities because it just wasn't. I didn't, no matter how annoying it wasn't worth my precious time, because my time to me is very valuable. If I'm not here, I'm with my family, I'm doing something for myself, I'm doing other things. My time is too valuable than to spend to deal with low life ass helpers. Okay. And when this situation was happening like a year and a half ago, and I did make a phone call. I made a couple of phone calls, and one official told me exactly what to do and exactly how to document and exactly what I should be doing. And I did that, and I have it, and I do. And at the end of the day, um, that's it and that's all. I don't want to have to take time out of my life, my precious time, to have to deal with people that should be not bothering me from the computer. Does that make sense? Um what I get from it, because it was on here with somebody's picture posted. Oh damn well. Does it make it or break the next person? I don't know. I'm not really sure your question. I know you're talking to someone else. So I'll let them address that with you. Wasn't that hinted to in the reading? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Olivia, because I'm behind the chat. But let me go back to this next question. Olivia, run the question into the in the Q&A for me if you have a question for me. I didn't think Keisha expected all of this to come out. Girl, oh well. Oh well, I just, you know what I'm saying? Not my fault. I don't have anything to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Dee and Chanel had their own relationship, okay? And Chanel told the story of how that relationship fell apart, and she saw fit to drop the tea. Chanel used to come to my chat. Chanel started doing her own live. Chanel dealt with medical issues over to her house. Um, Girl, they had bad COVID. She lives her own life. She's not on here doing YouTube reactions every day, right? And she was enjoying watching content. And, when I'm not gonna lie, 2 years ago when she reached out to me, we would go back and forth. Anyone who reaches out to me on Instagram, you know how we deal with each other, right? So you might send me a question, send me something, I respond, whatever. So Chanel and I were going back and forth about the same way. When Chanel seemed to start to go over to Dee's live, I mean, I didn't have a problem with that. That's her business. She and I were friends from the chat, friends from Instagram DMs. Initially, when there were two weirdos on the YouTube streets several really, who started doing some content on Keisha, and Dee got it in her mind that I sent these people to go after Keisha. Produce a receipt, okay? Which I did not, okay? Um, And I distanced myself from those people because I said, would you please stop using my name? Would you please stop tagging my name? Would you please stop? Like, if you're going to do content on Keisha, that's your business. I'm not telling you to do content on Keisha. If you see that I get numbers from my videos, I mean, I've been watching this channel. I do reactions on this channel. And, look, at the end of the day, I've had live streams where I had 10 people. I started live streaming in the mommy community. Nobody was live streaming on the mommy community. Okay. Not that I know of, right? There were a couple people doing reactions, but as far as doing live commentary, I hit up a YouTube Streets friend of mine and I said, "You want to go live together? You want to start doing some lives? Let's talk about let's talk about YouTube Streets. It'll be fun. Let's do it." And we did it, and the rest is history. Okay? That's how that happened. Period. Okay? And because the reactions were coming and it was more popular than my vlog channel, I split the channel. One day I did a reaction video. I was driving to work and I called it Love Lies and Lacefronts because I used to try to get like 3 names because I called it Three Moms, the Three Moms Update. Somebody I heard on the YouTube streets was asking how it became the Three Moms Update. That was, well, I know Blama used to call them the mommies, and I hashtagged the Three Moms Update. And I used to always try to find kind of like 3 things to say. So one day my video was about love, lies, and lace fronts because Chrissy always wore wigs, and Olivia was about love, and I think Jasmine was lying or something. I called it Love, Lies, Lace Fronts that day, and I said, you know what, that's what I'm gonna call my channel. That's what I'm gonna call my channel, and that's what happened. And that's how I got here. And maybe this is almost 3 years ago now, right? But yeah. All right. So it wasn't, yeah, I don't know what people think and how they think they're going to try to figure it out. I have way too much content for someone to feel like they know it all, unless you've been here the whole entire way and you saw that first video. But I tell you what, I used to live stream at the beginning in my living room at the old house, and let me tell you something, I used to have 23 people. Okay. I started live, then it's 100 people, and then me and my buddy, we started going live, and we would have 110, we would have 200. We did it for almost 2 years, every single Saturday night. Okay, I earned this. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say other people have not, but these days, if you got some tea, all you have to do is put up a live stream and people are coming. I it took me 3 months to monetize this channel, but that was after I already figured out how to monetize a channel. When I monetized my first one, and it took 9 months. But people are getting monetized channels in friggin' 9 minutes. Okay. At the end of the day, me doing commentary on Keisha's channel is nothing personal. It's just as not personal as it is for any other channel or any other topic I do commentary on. I don't think Keisha expected to go this far. Yeah, it's criminal now. And if I were Keisha, I would shut it down. I would be like, don't talk about me, take all the shit off your channel about me, and don't go live on me. Don't mention me. If you're a real friend, you're going to let this go and keep it moving and leave all these people alone. Because at the end of the day, this is not going to look good. Mm-mm. Okay. It's not looking good. And it could look really bad. So I don't know. I don't know. Not my problem. But yeah, I caught that tea. Let's see. And then just to expand on that one more thing. So like I said, Chanel and I connected on my husband got into a bad car accident. And there's people who I have built relationships with from this internet, just like some of you guys who go on vacation together or get to know each other. I'm just as human as you guys are, right? I get to make friends, right? Um, we don't sit and talk about YouTube. Or if I'm talking to other YouTubers, we're talking about business. We're talking about how to grow channels. What's the algorithm doing? Lots of different things. It's business. It's not trolling. I don't troll. I don't troll. I don't pay people to troll. I don't ask people to troll. I don't ask people to do anything like that. Produce a fucking receipt that's actually legit. Produce it. Doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. And I know this. Okay? There are people who have befriended me who didn't want to do anything but get close to me because they wanted to get close to one of my friends. That's posted. Okay. There are people who want to just use me for my knowledge. You're going to have to pay. Okay. There, whatever it was, but I've had to shut a lot of things down. You want my knowledge, you're gonna have to pay. You want my friendship? I don't know. I'm just gonna be looking at the side eye, and I'm gonna have to check my gut to see if someone seems like they're not on some foolishness. Because you see what happened to Chanel. Chanel has been dealing with D for well over a year, and they had a whole separate relationship. And at the end of the day, meanwhile, now this person's trying to throw her up under the bus for plotting against her. D tried to set Chanel up into a whole entire play. If you guys didn't catch that part, outside of the tea against Keisha, the helper tried to set Chanel up in a whole play to make her look bad. And that's how they fell out. So, what do I have to do with that? You got caught in a whole play trying to set up your alleged friend that you went on live stream and said, yeah, we were done anyway. So how in the world could I send her for you when you actually cut ties with her and were setting her up? I don't even pay attention to you. I don't even know you exist. Yeah, I laughed at your mugshot a couple of weeks ago, month ago. I don't know, a couple months ago, whenever the mugshot situation came up. And hearing about you walking out the jail and going to buy a bottle of Tito's and not having a ride and Keisha not standing up for you, sucks to be you. I mean, I don't know. I don't think Keisha owes you anything. I don't think she owes you anything. But, I mean, that's when you reconcile where you're at and where what you expected. And if the relationship isn't running two ways, you have to be a fool to continue with it. But that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been someone's fool. So never have, never will be. She's filling in the gaps. Yes, because it's kind of like, oh, okay. Yeah, no. She definitely did. And if there is a receipt that ties that, that's, to me, that's criminal, I would think. I mean, I know there's some people out here who may have that knowledge, and I would imagine that like I said, Cardi B just pled to 2 misdemeanors for trying to pay someone that she was friends with at her old club to get at someone at her old club who was trying to get it offset, and basically put a hit on someone, and pled 2 misdemeanors on that. And that was recent. Okay. That was recent. So everybody wants to talk about Cardi B and Tasha K. Let's talk about Cardi B and the nightclub. Let's talk about those 2 misdemeanors. Let's talk about her putting hits out on people. Yeah, she got a criminal record. Okay. Now, it may have been pled down to misdemeanors. This woman is a millionaire and she's got the best lawyers, and she copped to it and didn't waste the court's time, and she apologized. Okay. Huh. Okay. Um, does she really have a lawyer? Why didn't the lawyer make sure she showed up to court? So keep in mind, this is small claims court. Like you go downtown and somebody owes you $500 and you pay your $75 or $100 for small claims. This was not like criminal court. This is not superior court. This is not appellate court. This is damn Judge Judy. Remember, Toya said it's giving very much Judge Judy or very much people's court when this whole thing first happened. This is a small claims court situation, and Keisha filed it. Do you remember the time that Keisha was downtown and she said she had to go downtown to handle some very important business, and she didn't have cash or she forgot her wallet? And I don't know where Jeremy was. Maybe he was with the kids or something, but she was asking people for $2. I'll share that as a throwback on my community wall. I believe that was probably the day that she went downtown to file that paper, because according to Toya, the papers came soon after that. So she went downtown to file papers. So she went probably to the county courthouse where there's paid parking. Hello? And couldn't get out the parking lot because she forgot her wallet. That's what you do. God don't like ugly. You took time to go file a stupid ass lawsuit, and look what happened.
There we go. All right, Keisha Anderson versus Latoya.
I'm here.
Thank you, Miss. Is anyone here for Keisha Anderson? All right, not hearing any announcement for Miss Anderson. Last call for Keisha Anderson. The plaintiff is not here, so I'm going to let you choose what date that case will be heard on. What date and time? We've got November 17th and November 8th. Last call for Keisha Anderson. 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 All right, not hearing any announcement for Miss Anderson. Last call for Keisha Anderson. Last call for Keisha Anderson.
So, yes, the dry kitty cream. We talked about that earlier, but this is what I got to say. Homegirl lost her shit because she thought that I was alleging that she had a STI. Well, maybe, I mean, I don't know what was going on in that woman's box, but maybe that's what was going on. Because, like, who would know better than your lover? Who would know better than your best friend? Okay, that there's the burning flames of hell going on in your underwears. Okay. Okay. Sometimes you got to look at why people get mad at what they get mad at. But yeah, it definitely closed the circle, answered some questions, all of the above, right? I haven't even heard the whole story and I don't even know where to go. It's absolutely extensive. It's voluminous. It's libelous, but at the end of the day, I would not even go over there because at the end there's a whole help ass hoe who loves to lie, who loves to stay up in this woman's business because maybe she can't get to the business anymore, because word on the street, what was dropped, I don't know if it's true, that these two were having kitty cat parties. Okay, these two were involved and got Jeremy involved and did the nasty. Okay. And not my business and don't care. But also where it came in with Ashley is that Ashley, this woman was so incensed by Ashley and the situation with her and her man that word on the street is that the help was trying to reach a different bottle girl at the club or someone to try to have Ashley's ass beat. Okay. And I don't care what that woman says. Talk about that. If that woman is sitting around talking about anything other than that old failed play that she tried to run against Chanel that opened up this whole entire can of worms, she's just trying to deflect. She's trying to clean up the mess because, and I don't know enough about what the other side of things are because there's a whole nother couple of sectors that all of these people revolve in. And, I'm straight mommy sector. I'm fashion vlogger sector. I don't mess with this stuff. So all of these long lives where people are cussing each other out, I don't really get into it. The closest that I get into any of that, just a wee little bit, is over there with the Criers and Loved by Erica. But you guys know I took a break from that for a couple of weeks because the reactor sector in there has fallen apart and I'm staying out of it. I don't want to have anything to do with it. I cover the channels. I talk about what they're doing. And the two main people in that channel, Mr. Crier, Loved by Erica, and the Muckers, yeah, they've been somewhat on hiatus because they're all very messy and they sit there and become friends with the reactors. And I'm telling you, reactors out there, don't become friends with your content. It's bad for business. Okay. Don't become friends with your content. And at the end of the day, you know, their content has been affected. Mr. Cryer still keeps putting stuff out. He's not letting One Monkey stop his show at all. But Erica put out some Fugazi video last night talking about should she cut her hair, and it literally has 3,000 views. And this is a woman with over 60,000 subscribers and is used to getting a whole lot more. But no one's really here. Like, this woman has built a whole channel on drama, and she needs to bring it. If you're not bringing the drama, nobody's really here for you washing dishes and vacuuming. Okay, I hate to say it, Jasmine. Okay, people are not really here for that because we've gotten used to knowing the nitty gritty details of your life, and if you don't want to share it anymore, people are just going to move on. But that being said, yeah. So yeah, Chanel closed the loop on a lot of things, and from what I understand, there's more. But D created this whole situation. So you're falling out with your friend. You fell out with your friend. You tried to expose your friend. You tried to make your friend look stupid, but I came for you. Can you make it make sense? Like, all of these people out here who want to run my name, it's always some kind of reason. But at the end of the day, you can't connect me to shit because you're the ones who are running my name. I don't even think about you. None of you. None of any of you out here listening who have beef with me. Yeah, if you and I have a problem and you're the only one who knows about it, you have a problem. I don't have a problem. The only problem I have is you running my name and trying to put me in shit that I don't belong in. And you look stupid because my supporters don't even believe that. I have supporters right now, I'm sure, who are pissed that I'm not talking about the next video of something that happened. That's why we're doing this as addressing the comments, because I have an audience. I have an audience that shows up for real content. Okay. So I'm not going to spend time talking about someone's mama and they brother and they whatever, and you stank and you're this and you're that. No, I don't. Been there, done that. No, ma'am. It's not interesting to me. Okay. It's not interesting to me. And girl, ain't nobody here for that. Okay. Y'all like a nice reaction video, and that's what I'm doing today. We're reacting to it all. Okay. We're reacting to all that tea that got spilled. Okay. And you guys are running your questions through. Okay. Does she really have a lawyer? She says she does. Why she would miss court, I do not know, sis. I mean, I honestly, you know, if I were doing a YouTube Streets lie detector on does Keisha have a lawyer?
The lie detector determined that was a lie. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Okay. Next question. The fraud. Oh, okay. I think Chanel's going to get to this. The fraud, multiple LLCs, busting her own pipes in her home. Girl. Scamderson. Okay. Okay. Guys, I'm gonna get caught up in the chat. Okay. It's the Shamar for you. Girl. Yesterday, I don't know who said it. I can't take credit for Scamderson, but someone said it in the chat and then I said it and it was so funny and I love it. So shouts out to whoever first said Scamderson. Shouts out to you because that was funny. And thank you for adding a little bit of kiki to the mix, right? Hey Amber, hey Boo Boo, hey Erica, hey Arlene, hello BougieGang, and anyone who's here who's not BougieGang, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hit the like button. Thank you for coming through. Okay. Does she have a lawyer? I don't think a good lawyer would allow, like, would sanction someone. Why does that look like Shamar? Because it is, Boo Boo. It is. A lawyer would not have you go and file a lawsuit as a scare tactic. Okay. A good lawyer, somebody with credibility, would not would not go file a lawsuit that you're not intending to pursue. That's wasting the court's time. And I'm sure that there's some sort of I don't know. I'm sure that there's something that lawyers probably, you know, some sort of code of ethics that they follow. That you're not going to file paperwork and don't really intend to follow through on it. So the fraud, multiple, there's nothing wrong with having multiple LLCs. If you have multiple companies, then you have multiple LLCs. If those multiple LLCs are shell corporations because you're trying to fraud the government and take out PPP loans or use it for business credit and things of that nature, I guess we're going to wait to see when those receipts drop. You know what I'm saying? I can't really comment on something I have not seen, and I have not seen it. Okay. There's one thing. I have a good friend out here on the YouTube street. Shouts out to Nisi. I do not, if I have a relationship with someone outside of YouTube, and they share something with me, it doesn't end up on YouTube. And that's period, right? It does not. I watch the videos, all right? And I'm pretty intuitive, okay? And I've lived life. So, and that's pretty much it. That's what I use my brain and my wisdom on this channel, okay? Um, as far as multiple LLCs, I don't think that's a problem. Busting her own pipes, that was interesting. I didn't know that she had busted her pipes. I remember there was one episode where she was sitting on the steps and she said something had happened. I know she was saying that maybe somebody was parked out in front of her house, or the police had just come, or something had happened. So maybe that was what it was. So I guess I don't know. So I don't know if it was someone came and vandalized. Did she do an episode on that? Because I don't recall an episode of her saying someone vandalized her home. I don't know. She busted her pipes to collect on insurance policy. Show the receipt. I'm sure if you provide a receipt and somebody can trace it back, I'm quite sure that there are people adept on this YouTube streets who would love to run that where it needs to go, right? The help has an open warrant, and that's the case number on MDK search. Oh, okay. So Maryland MDK search, is that what you mean? Okay. Wow. And what's it for? Can you put that in the Q&A? Can you, what's the open warrant for? Is it for the cyber stalking? Then have an entire group of women support you with the plots to hurt someone. And Lily doesn't bother anybody. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Keisha might feel away because she was messing with her man, but I would tell you this, guys, you guys know this. It's 2022, and we've seen this girl for years and years and years and years and years. And this is one of the oldest things in the book. If you know that you're with somebody who is with somebody, like they're leaving you and going home to get in the bed with somebody else, don't risk your life and your reputation until he's free. Somebody that would put you at risk like that isn't for you. Okay. And these days it could be your life, seriously. So I just, it's unfortunate. And I think that, Ashley knows what she knows about the relationship that she had with, what's his name? And he lied to her and, made her think something that it wasn't. And, Keisha is pissed. She's still angry about it. And instead of being angry at Jeremy, which I think she still is angry at Jeremy, she used the help and now she wants nothing to do with her. I don't blame her. This is criminal. So I would wash my hands of her too. I would be mortified that I am having this live stream right now. So Keisha, if you're watching, girl, this is the harvest of the seeds that you have planted, sis. I mean, shit, this is how it works. You know what I'm saying? You wake up, you go to sleep with dogs, you wake up with fleas. And I hate to say it like that because I love my dogs. I've never woke up with fleas. But at the end of the day, you got too involved with you made friends with your goon squad. You turned a lover into a goon. Word on the street, and that's probably not good for business. So I don't know, not my problem. You deal with this, sis. Like, you know what I'm saying? Call your dogs off. Okay. Not my problem. I don't feel sorry for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like if you clock in on a regular basis for foolishness, then you get what you get. You know what I'm saying? I have really separated myself from even caring about certain things that are going on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like I might hear about something that's going on. It sounds juicy. Okay. But I'm not interested. You know what I'm saying? I got myself into a whole thing unknowingly and a year or so ago, and I regret that day very much. That a situation kind of just fell into my lap, but it is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be. But there's people out here that really have no beef with me other than I did not fuck with you the way you wanted me to, and you're mad. You're mad. I've never been mad with someone not wanting to be my friend. You know what I'm saying? Or someone not wanting to do business with me. At the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If someone doesn't want to do business with you, be an adult and suck it up. You know? Multiple busting her own. So yeah, Scamderson. Interesting. And someone in the comments yesterday said something about that cabinet over the refrigerator, trying to use that as a potential, we had to go to the urgent care, look what you did, and maybe get away with not paying for that. I don't know. But I was like, oh my God, serious? But yeah, if you install something and now it fell and now it damaged your tile, according to her, and it clunked Jeremy on the head, I don't understand how a big piece of wood could fall, break in half on your head like that, which I'm sure can happen, but that it was mounted so poorly, it fell. And Jeremy didn't have some sort of scrape, scar. Oh, my head hurts. I don't know. There were nails protruding. How did that happen? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But was that a way for her to try to not pay these contractors? They better ask word on the street. Okay, so next question. Do you think Keisha is doing all of this to keep August from Jeremy? I don't know. Possibly, yeah. I mean, look, whether you're doing it with intent or doing this out of, oops, I'm dumb, or I'm going to play dumb, but out of manipulation. So whether it's out of ignorance, manipulation, or sheer, I don't give a fuck about this woman's feelings, all of those things hurt the relationship with a father and his son. So she's lacking self-awareness to not be aware that you are hurting the relationship with a boy and his father. And she may not care about that. You know what I'm saying? So, do you think she's doing it? Yeah. I mean, look, at the end of the day, maybe she might look. I'm not going to say she's not aware. I don't know this woman. She's no friend of mine. Okay. Does she seem like the type? Absolutely. In my opinion, absolutely. I think that we've seen time after time where this person is plotting and manipulative, and it came out in her pamphlet, and she was busted in several situations that had her hands in them. So is that the end result? I don't know. Jeremy needs to reconcile. Is it worth another Ferragamo belt? Is it worth some McQueen jeans? Is it worth my wardrobe? Would I be comfortable back over to my mom and them's house? Am I okay with seeing another guy with my kids? You know what I'm saying? When Keisha decides to move on. There's no innocent people here, right? Even someone tried to come for Ashley in the comments on Instagram saying, well, you chose this lifestyle. And I guess chose in the sense that she chose to have the baby. And, she squared them up immediately, like, fuck all that. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? I still don't deserve that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that I should deserve to get beat up at my job. Hello. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't respect my wishes as a mother, right? So boom, right? just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Um, the fact that your book club invite plus questions made it to the helper is proof that Keisha gives her information. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it was like a legit, hey, I have a reaction channel. Bah, 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 bah. I can't remember the whole thing. I probably screenshot it, I'm sure. But I'm sure it was very much of a copy paste from what I sent to the other content creators whose books that I purchased and did not reply. Okay. All right. Which, like I said, I did get a reply. And we did have one author from the YouTube streets who did come, right? So it was, and we didn't continue the book club through the year. I mean, I felt like the interest just wasn't really there. And it was a lot of effort, and I went ahead and canceled it. But it was fun while we did it. I still do put books on like my Amazon storefront that I recommend that are interesting to me. The fact that okay. Right. Keisha looked flustered in her live. So I was very distracted by the red hair, and I wasn't, I was like not into it. So I couldn't really pay attention. She had some subscriber on. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really watch the live, so I can't really comment on it. Ashley had gone live, finished watching that. And then what did we do? I don't know. I was doing something with my family. I think we ordered pizza last night. And what happened? Girl, I think I was watching something. I was watching like a movie. I don't know. Sometimes I gotta get out of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I can't devote that much time to people who are not devoting that much time to me. And you know what I'm saying? Like her live wasn't hitting on anything. I went back to it later after I woke up from a good nap, and it seemed quite boring. I don't know, if I were her, I wouldn't have touched the topic of the help with a 10-foot pole. So I would imagine she didn't talk about it. But if she did, I mean, look, girl, keep making yourself a witness. You know what I'm saying? What she's going to do is she's documenting evidence that people can pull from and put her on a witness list, or potentially run some papers her way. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an attorney. I'm not a district attorney. But at the end of the day, there has been there's been collusion, and there's been a very conscious effort to get at very specific people to try to either ruin their reputations, threaten people, strong arm people, potentially call people to go to people's front doors, harass people, and that's illegal. And it's been one person in one person's name doing a hell of a lot of work. And somebody could possibly put a case together if you put it like that. Okay? That's all I'm saying. That's I mean, I've watched enough crime TV to at least be able to put that together. Now, who's the person to do that? I don't know. I don't know. It's across multi states, and it could get very messy and very complicated and all of those things. But let someone get hurt. Let someone really get hurt. All right? Y'all keep being stupid out here. I'm going to keep minding my business. Okay? I'm doing reactions, reviews, and commentary, and that's it. Like, I don't like, the help needs to sit down somewhere and find something else to talk about. And if I were Keisha, I would distance myself from that woman like a case of damn Omarion. Okay? Omarion to the 19th power. I would like shut my phone down, change my number, block, whatever, forget, scrub, everything, because this chick is no bueno. Okay. Let's see. The fact that your book club, Keisha looked flustered in her live last night. There were tarot readings. There were tarot readings. I don't know if it's still up about all of this. Do you remember that? Neo Tarot has lots of commentary. Well, not comment. She's a commentary channel. I would say it's entertainment purposes, right? And she does celebrities and YouTube folk. And there are some, and she's not the only one. There's other people who do commentary and cover multi channels, including Keisha. And so I have seen some. I don't just hit the Keisha, content. Like I've seen a couple, but I haven't seen them all, just to be honest. Next question. What do you think will be the ending results? Me personally, I think everyone should take a good dose of mind your fucking business and let the like Neo Tarot says, let the universe do what the universe does. Keisha, put your videos up. Keisha, stop worrying about reaction videos on the YouTube streets. Help her go sit your ass down. If you want to do YouTube, and stop being so triggered by people talking about boo boo, and mind your damn business. And if you feel triggered, cut your internet off, go somewhere else, like leave people alone. Ain't nobody fucking with you. Like people don't, like, really, you are a menace. You're a menace. All right. And when you feel like you want to lie on people who are receipts, think again, because you look stupid. Okay, period. All right. What do you think is going to be the ending result? I don't know. Somebody looking dumb. I hope someone not being hurt. I hope not. But I bet you it won't be me. I know that. It won't be me. Okay. Period. So Olivia Pope, that is solicitation. That is a crime. Absolutely. Keisha is a manipulator and calculated. Yeah. Absolutely. I can see that. And I mean, we saw that in the whole thing with Martin, the way that she finessed the book situation, the timing, all of the things. What happened to Trillette? I think there's an active case going on right now between, I mean, this is the deal. Do you imagine having a part-time hustle or coming out here to defend someone, but you're ending up with criminal charges, or you're ending up with things that are now costing you money to have to defend yourself because you don't know how to be a fucking lady? You don't know how to not go hard like a beast. Guys, I'm all caught up on the Q&A questions. If anybody wants to drop a question in the Q&A box, please feel free to do so. I went through all of you guys' questions. Thank you for running those. Isn't that a wonderful? Give a round of applause. Give some fire crotch in the chat for YouTube dropping some new technology for us to have fun with. That's great. Because having that and having StreamYard, girl, I'm loving that. That's really good. Let me see. Witchy Witch is cool. Is Witchy Wit in here? Hello, and shouts out to everybody here in the chat. Thank you. Let's see. I didn't do a poll, but that's okay. Is there any other questions you guys have? I'm scrolling down. I'm at 146 and it's girl, we're about 40 minutes behind, but I'm gonna try and click on everything. Yeah, Witchy Witch is a sweetheart. She's very entertaining. Do I know her in person? Absolutely not. I just know her from watching her channel. Just like you guys feel like you guys might know me, I can say the same thing. That doesn't mean I'm behind the scenes doing anything. Hollywood Uncut, boo boo. How are you, dear? Thank you. And you too. You too, boo boo. Fran, you've definitely motivated me to start my channel. Absolutely. Look, this is social media, guys. At the end of the day, this is the future. I know people think that, oh, what if YouTube goes away? Well, MySpace went away. What happened? Facebook got bigger. Facebook is pretty much kind of almost a cornerstone, but where's Facebook going? I don't know. YouTube, is there a next newest something? As long as YouTube tries to stay current with what is popular, they will survive. If you do not stay current and on the tip of what is popular and how this social media thing is going and making it where people want to spend money, i.e. advertisers, you're not going to make it. Okay, so we have a question. King04. What about Keisha's mom allowing this behavior? Number one, Keisha's an adult. I mean, at the end of the day, we see Olivia, we see lots of women, we see strong mommy Chrissy, we see a lot of people who have mothers. I mean, be for real. I don't know how old you are, King04. I mean, look, I grew up in a Haitian household and I really did grow up caring a lot about what my parents had to say about what was going on in my life. And that could have had an effect on me. But these millennials who have sex with parents in their household, who do whatever they want to do, girl, I'm not knocking it. I mean, do what you want to do. But this is a lady, I think, who gets her paycheck from her daughter. When you have turned your mom into the nanny, what can mom really say? Mom is an employee. So mom can say, I don't like you doing this. I don't think this is good for you. But has mom been where you are? Keisha seems like the type of person, if you can't step up or you're not where she is, she doesn't value your commentary. So if you don't have a man, don't talk to her about a man. If you don't own a home, don't talk about a home. If you can't, then don't. Right? She's very grimy with it. So I don't know that matters. I'm going to be honest. I don't think she cares. I don't think she cares. I think she thinks she's good. Too late. All roads lead back to Keisha. Period. Okay. D and Keisha are professional stalkers in real life. Okay. Girl, if they're in my bushes, they better get out. That's all I got to say. Chanel is too smart for him. She peeped what was happening and tried to fall back, but the cult won't let her go quietly. And they look crazy. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I think Chanel is the type of person, she's a very reasonable woman. I think that when they tried to mess with her and play her dumb, yes, now she playing you stupid. Okay. What was that really Paris Harley in the comments in Chanel's video? I don't know. In the comments or in the chat? I don't know. I missed Paris. I didn't see her. So I don't know. If Paris was in there when I was in there, I did not see her. I did say hi, Paris, but I never saw a reply. I don't know. I follow Paris's channel and I think I would have seen her comment. But I was also in the kitchen tidying up, doing some things at a certain point because the live went on forever and life is going on over here. So I had to not watch the chat, but I was listening. So I don't really know. I would say go back and click on it and see if it takes you to Paris's. Oh, well, duh. I don't know. If Paris put up a channel to chat, I have no idea, but Paris doesn't have a channel anymore. So I don't know. Paris is over on Instagram and, living her life, right? I don't know if that was her or not. I did say, oh, hey, Paris, but I don't know. And come to think of it, I mean, they took down the last channel. So it's like, how do we know? I don't know. I don't know. The only way to find that out is to hit on Paris's Instagram and just ask her, was she in the chat yesterday? And she can verify it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And that's all. Mama a felon, baby daddy a druggie, stepdaddy a criminal, a lover, her lover on YouTube stuttering, screaming, crying, evictions, house falling apart, plotting to do bodily harm. The shit is ghetto. Girl, the streets are talking. That's all I got to say. The streets are talking, and it doesn't even have the juice to get a $2 wave. Okay, $2 wave. Period at the parking lot. Okay, because agreed. Amber is ghetto section on YouTube. Let's keep going. She really put that on YouTube. That is really crazy. She didn't show up to the hearing. She didn't put it on YouTube. The county of DeKalb has their live. So there were some supporters showing up to have Toya's back. Toya didn't know who it was, but word on the street was that the proceedings were going on and there were some people who clocked into the Zoom who wanted to hear what was going on. on. And she didn't know who they were. The judge was like, the math is not mathing, and called those people out, asked them to drop from the Zoom, or else he would have dropped them. And he told them that they could log into DeKalb County and or go to the YouTube channel. Okay. And that's it, and that's all. So Latoya went live after, well, not live, she documented her her day, right? And as a YouTuber mom, she documented the situation, and it was already, and the court proceedings were already memorialized on the DeKalb magistrate's channel, right? So there was no recording of it that needed to be done, right? Okay. So yeah. Was that Paris in the comments? I don't know. Paris follows over here, but I don't know if that channel situation, what it is. But you know, I think Paris has been dragged aplenty, and she's had her channels taken down. It's been a nightmare, I would imagine. I don't know Paris like that. I've never had a private conversation with Paris. But can only imagine, when you work very hard to build a channel, it is not a good thing to have someone come mess with your money and come mess with your hard work. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I've stood on the fact that I know what I'm to do and I know what I'm not to do. And if I've ever made a mistake, I have owned up to it. I've copped to it. I told you guys, you know, what I know, what I don't know. At the end of the day, I've said this a million times. I am a receipt. I'm not doing anything behind the scenes that I can't account for. Do I allow my subscribers to reach out to me? Obviously, why not? I can't let weird people have me not be able to have relationships with people who enjoy and support my content. I'm not going to allow weirdos to manage me. That's not going to happen. I'm an adult and I have worked for this. I've created this whole community. Nobody helped me. Nobody helped me. Like I said, me and a friend who's still a friend did this damn thing. And as far as I'm concerned, that's it and that's all. I never got a shout out. Okay. And I appreciate all the people who've supported me since, and you know, people who share my videos and stuff like that now, but the road was tough. Okay. The road was very tough. I've had people make up so much shit on me, and girl, can't stop, won't stop. I have my own, I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. And I enjoy through it all. I enjoy YouTube. I love talking to you guys. I love putting together content. I love the creative process. I love making these thumbnails, creating intros, all of that stuff. It's fun. I love creating an energy. And it's interesting. People feel like, well, who are you to talk about my channel? I'm just talking about the episode, sis. I'm Entertainment Tonight of the YouTube streets. Okay. I'm the TMZ. I'm whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, don't watch. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I don't watch anyone doing commentary on me. I don't. If I happen to, because I need to, because someone's threatening my family or doxing me, well, then I got to do what I got to do. But as far as like what we watch in our household, hell to the no. We don't watch that shit. No, never. No. Okay. When Jeremy leaves Keisha, it's going to be war. Jeremy is going, oh, well, you know, girl, we just be watching. Okay. We're going to be watching. You can't file a claim unless there's damage to a structure or sewer backup hole in the roof, etc. For cosmetic damage, there's no claims. There was something about her busting some pipes. What the pipe, like, and maybe that was home, you know, maybe they said someone broke in the house. If someone's busting pipes and they're filing a claim and there was some word on the YouTube streets that someone sent someone to someone's house, then possibly it was a claim from a burglary or a invasion to the home, some sort of police report. Girl, don't get me to lying. I don't know, but I would imagine if there was a claim maybe it was from a perspective someone kicked in the door. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. Um, all claim files will be noted, will be rated when she renews. Absolutely, girl. Some companies will drop you for too many claims. Yup. I did, and for whatever reason, it's not showing on my end. What? Vicious Virgo. Okay. It's amazing how subbies act like they blind and deaf. No way I would support them. I don't know. It's weird. People like are set tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, oh, you go over to like BougieGang is not a thing. It's a lifestyle. It's an energy. It's not a movement. Okay. It's not a club. Yes, we have membership over here, but there's a million other channels that have membership. BougieGang, gang is I'm bougie and we BougieGang ganged up. That's it. It's an energy. It's an attitude. It's not a movement, sis. Okay. We are not a governing body. We don't have meetings and we don't click up. Okay. Period. That's it. And that's all. All right. But yes, people set trip, and they also there are people out here who've built relationships within their community. They click up, and that's fine. Why not? If that's what you want to do, but keep it cute. You know what I'm saying? My motto is keep it cute. If it's not cute, it's not something I'm participating in. I'm a lady, right? Period. Friend, do you remember how she said criminals may be scoping the house? Something to do with a dumpster. Oh, okay. I think she said that there were people who dumped in the dumpster and she had to pay for that trash to be hauled away, and that was not right for people to dump their trash in her trash can. And that was a problem. Other than that, if that's who allegedly would have come to bust her pipes down, I didn't even know her pipes got busted. And you know what I'm saying? I hate to say it one more time, and don't care. Okay. Let's see. To take this serious, the threats that are made in those texts were dangerous. Did Chanel start posting stuff? Because like I said, I kind of checked out last night. I was spending time with my husband and my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit is real, guys. Like your social media can take up the whole damn day. And for people out here who are losing marriages and husbands and things that are, like that shit is real. So you got to move away from the computer and handle your business, cook dinners, handle business. And, I can't do this shit all day and don't want to, because sometimes I literally just want to watch this person chop vegetables and make some sort of casserole that I might make for dinner next week. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, I want to know what's happening at Fashion Week in Paris. I want to see the new bags. I want to see the fashion show. They're getting ready to go live at at whatever hour, because I mean I'm that's what I'm into. I like that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into who is cussing a bitch out on the YouTube streets at night. I'm not. You know. I might hear about it in the morning and I might try to catch the cliff notes, but girl, I don't stop, drop, and roll to the next event. You know what I'm saying? And no shade to anyone else. If that's what you do, that's what you do. And that's okay. But that's not, that's not what I'm doing. I will hear about it later. Okay. So someone's saying Chanel's about to go live. I wasn't even looking at my phone, so I don't know if she is live. I think I'm almost caught up. I'm about 10 minutes in. So guys, if you're gonna rock to the end, rock to the end. I will be over there listening to the receipts. Let me check my phone. Hold on. Oh, I guess she did. Hold on. We didn't give a fuck. No, my nigga, go tell you. I guess things are getting ready to get started over there. So if you guys go on over there, definitely support your girl. Chanel is very good people. She is an honest and genuine person. And, in all of this, when she was basically listening and hearing all of this tea from D, I never heard any of it. The first I heard of the bulk of all of that was on yesterday. So anything that she wants to say against her, that's her business. But she can't say that, Chanel broke her confidence, because at the end of the day, this whole thing was about some other bullshit happening on the YouTube streets. And, I just don't think that she thought that Chanel would put everything together and drop the tea the way she did it. And oh well, you know what I'm saying? Guys, I hope you enjoyed this live. I hope I provided some clarity. I hope you felt I addressed all of the comments. You guys are awesome. And I thank you guys so much for rocking with me for 2 solid hours. A lot of you guys have been in here from start to finish. We'll do this again. Guys, if we don't do members tonight, I hope you understand why. I got to, you know what I'm saying? I got to handle business. If you want to know Chanel's channel, go to my community wall. I shared her backup channel yesterday, but I also shared her live from yesterday. If somebody wants to drop it in the chat while I roll this outro, please feel free to do so. If you can drop the live, if someone can go pull Chanel's live link that is going on right now, if you could do that, that would be good. And you guys can hit it on the way out the door. Okay. Don't forget to hit the like button if you have not done so already. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. And thank you so much for being here. Take care. Welcome back to Love, Lies, and Lacefronts, where we do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube channels you love to watch. Guys, are you subscribed to this channel? If you're not, you need to be. Hit your notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a video, when I go live, and drop another video for you. Also, follow me on Instagram. That way you can keep up with what I'm doing, okay? If you enjoy channels like this and commentary, consider becoming a member. Otherwise, guys, BougieGang gang, it's an open thing. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel so you can participate in the chats. And I will see you next time I hit that live button. Okay? Take care. Bye. Hey guys, how are you? Okay guys, I just dropped the link and I shared it on my community post, so I will see you guys over there. Have a good afternoon, guys.
You could be doing a post of being on my page, bitch, because I ain't got nothing for you,
if
nothing
it smells like
ass,
bullshit,
bitch.
it is, okay? But yeah, go ahead and click on that link, and I will see you guys over there. Take care. Hey guys, if you're still here, the link is in the chat. So go ahead and click on that. And I also shared it on my community post. Y'all have a great day. Bye.